Hello, hello, and welcome back. I am Tone, and I have returned today to continue a slice and dice playthrough we've been working on. It is another unfair run, and we are currently on level 14. This is installment number 3 of the current series. Before I begin, I would like to remind you all that if you would like to support this channel, you can do so over at patreon.com/tonehack. So feel free to take a look at that. It supports this channel and all of my other projects that I do. But without further ado, let's take a look at where we left off. We were playing unfair mode with the following curses: Monster Pristine, third turn Bones. Bones enters our floor every 3 turns. Slimed, an item that has to be attached to someone, and it means we cannot reroll them. Slow spells, a maximum of 3 spells can be cast per turn. That is what we're working with. This is a tough looking floor. I'm concerned about all these thorns combined with Monster Pristine. Our party, we have the Dabbler, Sanu, Druid, and Caldera as level 2s, and we have 1 tier 3, the Stalwart. Our items have been like... they look like good items, but they're not like benefiting us a lot currently. At least the Diamond and the Tentacle, which are our highest level ones. Actually, the Tentacle's pretty good than the Dabbler. I was talking about potentially taking this off, though, because of the Thorns. But I don't know, maybe we'll generate enough mana that we can block for the Dabbler if he's going to kill the Thorns, because they're spiky, so if he hits them, he takes 5 damage back. And he can't really double hit them with the Repel Shield, might be awkward. So I don't know, I find it hard to not leave that on him, so we're going to leave that on him. I guess I could throw that on the Stalwart if he didn't have Slimy. Double use 2 Repel Shield is kind of sweet, actually. That's actually a really interesting play. And then who gets the Slime Ball? I think we really need consistent good damage sources from everyone else. Well, the Sanu kind of sucks on this floor. I mean, he could do like 4 damage to the snake, which is nice. But I could see giving the Sanu the Slime Ball. But then are we just rolling Stalwart for this double use Repel Shield? Maybe? Maybe? The Sanu only has like 2 good sides though, if we do this combo. And the shields aren't nothing. But I feel like the Stalwart, like... because we really want him to shield most of the time, like he's usually doing something good every turn. Even if it's not the best thing he can do. The Stalwart would just be useless a lot of turns, so I don't think we're going to do that. There is an argument to give you this Cleanse. There's a lot of status effects on the board. And this only benefits from the Snake and the Caw, probably, because we ideally want to kill the Thorns in 1 hit. I'll leave you the Cleanses. I think that looks pretty good there. So that leaves us with, where do we want to put the Tentacle? I think it does make sense on the Dabbler. It's just going to be a little awkward, I think. Trying to kill Thorns with you. But we can't kill them with magic, so... do I want to leave this set up like this? I think so. I feel like this feels pretty good still. I guess this just goes here because it's a flat upgrade. Oh, we get a promotion. I should have looked at this first. Like we were just about to jump into the fight with this crew. Oh, we got the Forsaken Tentacle combo. So their right 2 sides heal 2 to all allies. I've had this in runs that we've played on my channel here before, and I didn't even try this. But the Tentacle, as repelled to the 2 right sides, damage to all the enemies attacking the target. Keyword: target. These sides don't have targets; they heal all. So Tentacle should not work on them, but I'm told that it does, and it's kind of busted and strong, so I feel like we are supposed to take that here. because it's just like, this is like one of like the OP combos, if that works the way I'm told it does. But I've had that before and didn't even try it because it shouldn't work, and I think it's inconsistent that it does. I wouldn't be surprised if that was patched out. But this is a really strong combo. The Forsaken's pretty good in general. I think I like them a little more than most, but relying on bind and revives is kind of how a lot of runs go when you have Forsaken, and it's a really inconsistent way to play, because if you just like miss certain breakpoints or like dice sides, like you just get rocked. So that's one reason I don't like them that much, but they're pretty good when I take them. I just don't like the fact that I could just like roll poorly one turn and probably lose the run because of it. Also, when you're relying on like revives and stuff, I don't like having strategies that kind of expect our heroes to die semi-frequently, because it really snowballs when you die on a floor. Did my druid die last turn? Oh no, they have the flawed diamond. I was like, they come back with half health. What's up with that? Yeah, but coming back with half health after you died on a floor, like that, I don't really like that. Like not being at full health is pretty rough in this game, at least when you're playing on unfair. Brawler's pretty sick as well. This rampage side would just like tear through these thorns if we could somehow keep them alive. Steel, this guy's actually pretty sick. The steel side works pretty well with both our shield every turn item and the stalwart, which frequently rolls cleave and W's sides. I really want to try the tentacle thing. I think it's going to be hard to pass this up. Let's give this a go. That solves our Dabbler problem. This is probably going to be suicide for the Forsaken on this floor if I decide to use that. But I'll leave the option there. Because we would have to block her for the 15 that the thorns are doing, which is going to be 8 total block. I think that means that you get the mana again. Which again puts your hit points at a spot that I don't like for this particular fight. This mana could be really good if we do roll repel here. I'm not going to do that this time. Alright, no fairy pact this time. Okay on the stalwart, maybe. Actually, I like that. Let's roll with that. Oh, we have a challenge as well. We can add even more monsters to this. We get Fearless. Replace the rightmost side with stun an enemy with equal or less hit points than you. And gives +1 hit point. That is okay, but I don't want to add anything to this floor, especially not an alpha. Oh, I almost accepted that by accident. Alright, let's just jump into this fight. The Forsaken's taking a lot of damage. We did roll this. So what this would do... Oh, you know what's interesting? Because this heals the other allies. So it actually wouldn't repel the Forsaken, and 3 of these guys are attacking the Forsaken. So that would kill this thorn and damage the Caw. And do 2 damage to us. I don't think we can afford to play this. When you're taking 18 damage. We have the chain and cleave on the Sanu. Oh, I forgot we have cleaves now. When our stalwart rolls that. I need to keep an eye on that because that chains. If I could get the snake down to like 1 and play this, then it like leaves the thorn and kills it, something like that. There's like a little bit of a combo there. 1 damage and mana on the Caldera is okay. Actually, 3 damage on you actually kills a thorn, which is kind of nice. We could just do this to break Pristine on the Caw or the Snake, and then generate a little bit of mana. Mana on you? Not great. I kind of want you to roll damage, and I'd even take the heart this turn. So I'll probably reroll that. So I'm not going to play this. I would have played this if this turn shaked out a little differently, but this feels kind of crazy. I think I want the all-heal heart. No, that kills us. Does it do worse? Because this heals us as well. That means we take thorns damage from everyone, but we can kill one of these thorns with someone else first to reduce that. But at base, that means we'd be taking 15 damage from thorns back. But all these thorns die. And then we're just dealing with the Caw and the Snake. The Caw is doing 7 damage. So we are taking 22 total, which is less than I'm taking right now. I think I do reroll this. Probably keep this. I don't know. I'm gonna reroll this too. Because as long as we don't roll, we blank twice, which is kind of unlikely, then I think any other side... I don't know if these sides are an upgrade or not, but... I don't know. I'm gonna reroll everything here. I can get 6 mana on the Forsaken by healing them. Thing is, mana doesn't kill thorns, so I don't know what we do with all that mana. We can bind the Forsaken, which is actually not bad. Become immune to damage this turn. Oh, bind is a cool way to play repel, actually. I think I'd take this so I can at least hit the Caw or the Snake with it. I don't know if I want this. Does that mean I'm only playing for this side? That doesn't make sense. I probably should have kept this then. What do I do with if I have 8 mana this turn? Burst, burst. Otherwise we're blocking. I would, and I can only cast 3 spells. Probably bind the Forsaken and then try to work with other stuff. I think it's too risky to reroll that. I don't know if I can... I really want you to roll damage. What a tough turn. I don't like where my dice have fallen. But maybe I just take this, cast on the Forsaken, and bind them. I think binding them -4 max HP. Is that a synergy? If we play bind on whoever has flawed diamond, it brings them back to their max because it removes this. I don't think it removes the current hit points at all. That's a synergy too. Ooh, I really like the fact that we have Forsaken. We do need to be able to generate 4 mana or 3 mana more often, which we can. Ooh, that's gonna be really fun. It doesn't work here because I can't play bind on the Forsaken before they cast this, but that's a cool trick there. That means I'm not gonna heal. Well, so this basically is 3 mana if I want to play it on the Forsaken. But if I play bind on the Forsaken, then they're gonna lose this health. So do I want 3 mana from the Dabbler? Or am I okay with 5 mana and you re-rolling to get damage maybe? Damage kills the thorns, which is nice. No one's doing damage. I think I do need to re-roll that. Well, the thing is, if the thorns that don't die... Man, this is a 4 petrified? Jeez. Okay, I think I need to re-roll that. Otherwise, this guy's probably going to die too. Ooh, what? This is like the worst turn ever. Okay. You're still getting petrified the heck out of. You're going to be useless with petrify. Actually, the snake's not doing much damage. Do I actually... Just do this. And actually not damage anyone? I've effectively accomplished nothing this turn, which sucks, but ugh, this next turn's gonna be awful. I didn't die. I generated a mana. My Forsaken has pristine. Okay, this... let's try something. You guys want to see what happened there? Yeah, that works. So I got the repel thing. So this did 2 damage to everyone because it healed everyone and repelled everyone. It actually did 6 damage to the Caw because they have 3 targets. And they didn't take any damage back from the thorns because I binded them, which made them immune to damage. And then we can just clean up. Jeez, Jeez is right, Forsaken. Jeez is right. I love it when these guys talk. I'm glad it's not overused. It's a very appropriate Jeez. So yeah, that happened. That's a thing. Okay, we have metal studs, +1 to all shield and self-shield sides. Or dragon pipe, +1 to all heal and self... That's an interesting... These are like the same things, but one's for... healing, one's for shields. Oh, which one do we want? 1 to all shields is very good on the stalwart, because you get 3 cleaves, you get 3 W's. It's not as impactful on the cleanses, but 4 cleanse is still pretty nice. On the Forsaken, getting 3 heal all and 3 vitality all is pretty cool. Especially because that becomes 3 damage with the repel. And these are the 2 characters that are going to get the most use out of either of those items, and they're already upgraded. So I really think I should just decide whether I want to put studs on the stalwart or the dragon pipe on the Forsaken. I think slime stalwart with the studs actually feels like a pretty good way to run the slime. Because you just have like really good block sides no matter what. I'm wondering, we're on floor 15. Making these 3 is pretty strong, especially with the repel. What's your health with? That is tempting. But is it actually better? I think we're already rolling for these sides like every floor anyways. Just get massive repel hits in. Especially because that's our AoE now. To counter our best AoE to counter Pristine now that I don't have the balance spell. It also pairs well with the Caldera. So we are rolling for these every time. Makes the pain do a little more damage to me, which is a little awkward, but that's whatever. I kind of like that a bit better. I think. Just let the Forsaken just do like mad repel damage and healing to everyone. And the thing is, we'll have to use our mana to like try and block her when she uses this probably, because we don't really have a way to heal. Actually, this heals her. A little tricky against spiky enemies, and like this Basilisk is going to be annoying for that, but Actually, the ogre's gonna be annoying too, because when you use... Actually, this is gonna shred the ogre if they're using their cleave. So go all in on this like Forsaken combo, or just make the stalwart who's gonna be holding the slime for now just all around better. This is a minor but like strong thing, and this is like a potentially very strong thing. I think this is the kind of thing that like can carry us to a win. So I'm gonna go with the dragon pipe here. I don't think we could have gone wrong with that, but this feels pretty neato. Okay, I think we go back to letting the dabbler hold this. We didn't do that last time because we wanted them to roll damage and not mana, but now that we don't mind them having mana, because there aren't any spell immune monsters, we can do that. This is still pretty good on the stalwart in general, I think, just because I think I'd rather hit this 4 mana than this, but I kind of want to be able to reroll to get this mana, so having this slime on the fairy isn't normally... I like how much this fight that we've been like moving items around and stuff. It's been really good. And you can take this again. Cleanse is actually pretty good this fight, the Basilisk. I'll leave that here. And who wants this? I'd love to put them in the Forsaken if we had enough slots. Do I actually want you to have the Pristine? With the Forsaken, we're actually going to heal people. Like, they're actually going to see this Pristine more often. Although it's too bad that this isn't... We heal all for 3, and then this gives you 4 empty max hit points. There's actually an extra piece of healing we need to get from them to max them out there. Which means they might not be able to realize they're Pristine just from this until turn 3, which is a bit late. I like to be able to reroll for this. I think this is a good set. Okay. I'm happy with this. This floor. Does this weaken? 3 mana. That's not good enough, right? We really want you to hit one of these sides. These sides are actually nuts when 2 of these guys are using cleave, so yeah, I think so. This feels okay. I guess it's close to like bind. We might want... Oof. Oh, we don't have thorns to deal with. I'm like scared of these sides because the first 4, the last 4 we had, which was the first one we had with this, had the bind thing. Or not the bind thing, the thorns thing that we solved with bind. But I actually don't have to block or shield you that often. Well, I do with this side sometimes. That's what I was thinking, that I might want this to be able to burst block you. But so right now, this does a lot. That looks pretty good to me. I don't know why that got through the instrumental filter on the music I'm playing, but I think the lyrics, they're not distracting for me. I think they will be distracting for some people watching, so apologies for that. It is now skipped. I think I re-roll this. Yeah, especially because you're not getting healed to trigger Pristine. I think mana is a little better because I can... Well, it's more flexible in general. And I can hit this guy without stoning it. Well, these are... I'll just take that, whatever. Oh, we have Bones. I forgot about Bones. What's up, Bones? What up, Bones? Let's see. I think we just take that, right? Tempted to take this, because otherwise we're rolling for this. So we can full block against the Bones, or... roll for damage. I'm gonna reroll the Caldera too. Oh, well that one didn't work out, but I guess we just kill the Bones here. You're not healing yourself, so we do that. Oh, we just kill. Did I overthink that? I might have overthought that. Okay, we have Slate in the Troll King. That Repel might instantly kill the Slate when they do damage to all enemies, because I think it kind of has 5 separate hits, which is kind of incredible. And the Troll King... We can upgrade our Sanu to the Veteran, or the Caldera to the Ghast. People don't seem to like the Veteran for some reason. From what I hear, I think the Veteran is great. I think solid, reliable, big damage sides, and no, like... I mean, these are kind of misses, but, like, they're misses with a benefit. Like, they're pretty solid. They have good health. They'd be a good holder for the Fairy Pact. Honestly, a decent holder for the Slime. Although I think I really want them to roll damage more reliably, and not just 2/3 of the time. They have 4 damage sides, so it helps them deal with ghosts and zombies. What's not to like? The Gas, I feel like I've never picked. They have 2 damage single-use weakened sides, which are really strong, but then +5 mana Death. Death goes through Bind because it's not damage. You'd have to use Undying to block it. I don't like strategies that rely on characters dying unless you plan for them to die every turn. Like the Roulette has grown on me quite a bit. This is Harvest, which... So this is a spell that costs 1 mana, kills an enemy that only has 1 hit point, so it's like a situational 1 damage, a very situational spell to begin with. And it gives you 3 mana back. I think this works really poorly with slow spells, because you cast like a cheap spell, which its main purpose is like to give you more mana to cast more spells. And like slow spells is a bit of an antithesis to that. We kind of want like very useful high mana spells, so we don't hit our slow spells cast limit per turn. So I think as much as I like these weakened sides, do you have any items that combo well with you? I guess Fairy Pack's pretty good run on you. Slime's actually interesting on you. Nah, I'm going with the Veteran. Veteran's a huge upgrade over the Sanu. Who gets this fight? I think I'll leave the Stalwart with the Cleanse option, because this is going to be 4 block most of the time, this fight. Anyways, and Cleanse could be useful. Are we leaving this stuff on the Dabbler? Forsaken's fixed. Giving Pristine to the Caldera in boss fights because of this cruel side feels like a really strong option. That means we probably give them the Fairy Pack too, which I don't want to do. I can't leave the Dabbler at 3 hit points. I think we just leave this here. I don't think we actually need this to win this fight. Do we? How is our damage output? This is pretty strong, because I can't use this until they're down to 10 health. So doing 6 with this is still pretty good if we get to use this, even though it would do 12 with the Pristine. Pristine situational, it leaves our Dabbler with really low health if we want them to have this, so I'm gonna leave it like that. I don't think the stake literally does anything on anyone. No, it doesn't. Actually, it can get us 2 mana on the Caldera, so you can hold that. The shield has a good reason to go to the Stalwart, who's going to be the recipient of a lot of these cleave attacks. Which I guess it's just, you have 3 cleave attacks, which cleave always hits your gray. Because it hits 3, and there's no way to get around the middle dude. So that's a good reason to throw... Whoops. Throw this on the Stalwart. Although I do like the Caldera, because they have low health getting that. I think it'll do the most on the Stalwart here. And this we don't want to put on anyone. Alright, looks good. Troll King time. Oh my gosh, if you can roll heal all, it'll be kind of insane. We'll take 4 damage from you. I think we'll take 3 damage from you. Or do I want to roll for mana? If you do 3 damage to yourself, you're at 5. And you'd be taking potentially 2, 5. We can block you with a burst. Well, not if you take, yeah, even if you take it. So I think you get saved by this. So I can, I don't have to find mana to cast Bind or something on you, is what I was looking for. I think we keep that. That's just some good damage. And then I really want you to hit one of your heal all sides. You don't. That's actually a huge whiff. I didn't even plan for the case where that doesn't happen. This was the turn we wanted it to, because it would have done... This one would have hit each of them 4 times, and this one would have hit each of them 5 times for 3 damage. Like, we probably would have won turn 1 if we hit one of those. That's too bad. So otherwise... How do we want to play this? I have so much damage here that I feel like I'm supposed to burst down the Troll King. And then do this just to activate your Pristine. Dabbler dies if I do that. I don't want the Dabbler to die. I probably ought to do something like this. Does nothing. Not a good first turn. This side sucks this turn because they're both targeting the Forsaken. Does heal everyone. I guess we bind the Forsaken and play this is a pretty good play. Just to give everyone a ton of health. Kinda like that. I don't think the Forsaken survives anything else. Well, they might survive if I rolled this. They heal themselves 3. Not really. Oops. I was gonna start playing my turn. I think I keep that. You're already blocking, so you can do that. We really just start bursting down the Troll King, right? I have to bind you. It's Scald, but it's not that important. It'll be just as good next turn. Maybe I'll want to bind again for some reason, so I'll just save it. Oh shoot, there's a bones. A wild bones has appeared. I forgot about you, bones. Do I want 4 healing from you? Not really. Okay, this slate's becoming a problem. Oh, don't do me like that. Yikes. I can cast 3 spells. Let's just play through some options here. Either that, or I could have killed the Troll King. If I kill the Troll King, then the Bones is at full health. So we definitely do whatever I did the first time, which I think was this. You have 8 health. This is like 7 damage. I just need you to roll damage. Cool. If they rolled any of their non-mana or damage sides, these were all lethal, and these two mean we survived the turn, and he would have 3 health, so all this is pretty good. Cool. Not too bad. Okay, this floor, knock on wood, doesn't look too bad. Yeah, that bones really surprised me last time. Okay, choose an item. Burning Halo, 1 damage to all enemies. I got this same exact choice last run at this stage. That's weird. 1 damage to all enemies whenever you save a hero. That might be better than the the dragon pipe on Forsaken here. Because this can save people, and then damaging people with repel saves more, or can save people because of pristine. Fairy Dust? It's okay on the Forsaken. Who do we have left to upgrade? These two? Fairy Dust is kind of awesome on whoever gets the slime. It's pretty good on the Forsaken, but I don't think we're going to take either of her upgrades off of her. It's actually great on the Forsaken. Yeah, Fairy Dust sucks on the oranges. There's only 1 blank on the whole set. I never even realized that. There's 2. 3? Okay. There's a few more. But yeah, it doesn't... I mean, that's still pretty good. Just adding a 1/3 mana side is not bad at all. This dude looks like a decent slime target. Pretty good on the Sorcerer. It's good on the Warlock. Great on the Ace. Fairy Dust is good on a lot of the blues. Burning Halo looks okay, but not amazing. I'm really tempted to take a random tier 8. I wish I could put Fairy Dust in the Forsaken with this. That would make her awesome. Because I could just reroll until I hit these, and I'd hit mana otherwise. Because she's really dangerous to roll. So it means we don't hit these sides very often. Like at least at the very least, the Fairy Dust is like kind of a better version of Fairy Pack on a lot of heroes. I guess it wouldn't work on this dude because he doesn't actually have a blank here, but would give Caldera 3 mana here. Like that's just good value. I mean, this is 417, and we are still dealing with Monster Pristine. So Burning Halo is actually pretty great. Considering we're not always going to hit these, which is our best AoE now. I guess I'm supposed to take Burning Halo here. It's not as exciting as it could be, because I don't have any like great hero combos for it, I think. I'd probably take that and put on the Veteran. And hope that he can save someone just by doing damage to them and breaking their Pristine. Yeah, I think we just take the Burning Halo. Oops. So I click the Anvil, which either forges or smashes existing items. And how it works is it either takes several of your lower tier items and makes one big one, or it takes one of your bigger items and makes smaller ones out of it. This is actually intriguing, because without the pipe, we could put the Halo on the Forsaken, which I think might be even better. It kind of puts all our AoE in one basket, so I kind of like the idea of having this as an alternate AoE path to break Pristine on turn 1. Yeah, I think that's better. And tier 3 items, I don't know, getting a bunch of tier 3 items doesn't feel that great, especially with our slots like filling up. We're bound to hit like one pretty darn useful item with that, but a lot of these aren't like that amazing. I don't know, some of these are like kind of game changing with the right combos, but they're not like amazing. I think we just decline this. It would be really fun to smash that and like try this combo, but I think this is actually the safer way to play right now. I can put that on you again, I think. Yeah, feels good. You can take this thing back. Actually, do I need you to cleanse? I might want you to cleanse more reliably. Okay. Do we want to roll these on Dabbler again like this? I think we do. Alright, let's do it. So if I do this, okay, we have that. If I do this to break Pristine to trigger the Halo, what does that work on? That doesn't do it. This does it on the Caldera. But that's it. I can make it do it on other people with like the Stalwart block, so I can make that like two rescues. Ooh, that would be 2 rescues. Oh wait, hang on, but okay, I only need to save one person first. And then we break Pristine on everyone, that's where the big combo comes in. So you're being killed by the least. So we attack the demon, which rescues you, and then does damage to everyone. So you get reduced by 4, 6, 7, 8, 11. Doesn't quite save you. What if I Stalwart you first? Get rescued by 4. That doesn't save you. You would get rescued. 7. You would get rescued. So I basically save these 3 and potentially a 4th if I block one of these guys with a stalwart. So I think that does 4 damage to everyone. Do I bother re-rolling you for the zombie side? I think this zombie just gets wrecked from the rescuing, and I don't know. Let's just take that for now. I guess we could undo it. I feel like we have lethal this turn. Maybe I should just take these. See if we do have lethal like that. Yeah, that works. Okay. Some good combos there, actually. Having AoE through both of these when they both roll them is actually pretty strong in its own right, even if it's even less likely that they both get them. But I like how we have the security that either of them will get that pretty often, because a Forsaken misses her sides pretty often, especially because re-rolling her is pretty risky. I mean, on turn 1, I guess it's just a question of whether you want to give up the +3 mana, because this does nothing. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. Alright, we got another upgrade. The Dancer and the Sorcerer. More AoE. Rampage and Pain. I think the Halo would have to go into the Dancer, because Cantrip would ruin the ability for the Veteran to break Pristine and to rescue people. We actually don't need this AoE. We have plenty of it. Ooh, Sorcerer looks pretty good with this combo. At the very least, Pristine. But I also like filling in one of these blanks with something pretty good. So she can roll that more. What's her spell again? Poison Cleave. I don't like the Sorcerer that much in this version. She was kind of like OP in the last version. I don't remember quite how much she changed offhand, but that's at least my perception. You could tell me she didn't change much, and I believe you, and I'm just like completely wrong. I mean, the game changed a lot outside of the specific hero like stats. So some heroes like didn't need to change to get better or worse, but and even just having like other heroes around them changes like how good they appear. But my perception right now, whether I would agree with it if I took a closer look at everything, is that the Sorcerer was a lot better before. And you know what? I just realized that this run is, or this session's getting a little long, so I think we're going to save the rest of this for next time, which we should be able to get through the whole thing. So we'll make this decision next time as well. So I will leave you guys here for now. I'll get a chance to think through this. These are both pretty similar heroes, actually, both with reroll and cantrips there. This is an interesting Pristine side, too, except this has Pain on it, so you break Rampage when you use it. Or you break Pristine when you use it, unless you block for them first. But yeah, let's do this here. That was a pretty interesting climax to leave on as well on the last couple floors there, doing some big things. Big combos, big synergy. So we'll make this decision next time. So I'll leave you guys here for now. Feel free to check out the links in the description below if you want to get a link to the Patreon to show support, or the Discord to find our community, or any of the other stuff I work on. There are some other links down there. For now, I am out. Take it easy, everyone, and see you next time.